DSM Living with Wendy Wen, Melanie Hall, and Sharon Rooney.
Good morning and welcome to DSM Living. I'm Melanie Hall and today we have a great show for you. Coming up, it's off to Neverland at the Des Moines Playhouse.
Are there things about your kitchen that you're maybe not so thrilled with? Well, Dave Helland is the guy that can transform your kitchen into your favorite room.
Coming up, we'll introduce you to a man who helps better the community on and off the road.
I'm Caitlin with Fareway and Sensible Health, and I have a great homemade Egg Nog recipe for you.
Want to keep your ride running at its best? Ron the Car Guy shows us how.
It's time for your furnace to step up, so go ahead and step on in to the Home Depot.
Spruce up the spaces in your home in time for the holidays. Casey Handyman Service is going to show us how coming up.
Pixie dust, flying, and an alligator all have one thing in common. It's Peter Pan at the Des Moines Playhouse. Tim, here you did not just create the set, you created something to really get somebody's imagination going. So transport us to Neverland. Let's walk through it.
Well, it's really about Wendy's Neverland because that's really the story she's telling. It's about her growing up and being afraid of growing up, wanting to grow up, wanting to still be a kid and wanting all those things that childhood means, and still wanting to be an adult and all those things, but not wanting to be as stuffy as her dad, as corseted as her mom in this Victorian age. And so how does she deal with that and how does she reflect that? So what we did in the set is we really played with all those Victorian images of childhood as well as womanhood and kind of exploded them in this kind of painterly style.
Now I've heard a little bit about the nursery too. So the nursery is a beautiful piece, but then it transforms to something else.
Well, the nursery will be a beautiful piece. We've still got some time. So anyway, you can kind of tell it's got these multi-levels like it would be at the top of an old Victorian house, that kind of a nursery. And then all of a sudden, I don't want to spoil it, but I will. When everybody starts to fly off to Neverland, the walls just kind of break away. They fly out, they move to the side, and the nursery goes away, and Neverland just kind of sails right in as the kids fly all the way up into the ceiling. But then what's really fun is in the second act, we're on the pirate ship, and Wendy's actually battling her father on the pirate ship, and it's actually Captain Hook. So when she conquers her fear of adulthood, her fear of confronting her father, all of a sudden the ship becomes the nursery again, and that happens right in front of the audience.
Very, very cool.
So I think it's kind of an interesting take on it, whether the audience will get all the psychic minutia that we've put into it. Who knows? But there's a lot of thought that goes into it.
I will surely say they will be in awe when they see this set. And you mentioned Captain Hook, and I think I gotta go talk to him now. So thanks so much.
Our matey.
Yes.
Be careful with that hook.
I know. Thank you. We'll see ya.
All right.
Well, it's not every day that I get to sit next to Captain Hook. This is pretty exciting for me. Max, we're so happy that you are here and you play Captain Hook. What an awesome role, right?
Absolutely. I mean, every male actor relishes the chance to overact and sing really loud and be a bad guy, of course, right?
So what's your favorite line?
Oh, my favorite line. Oh my gosh. You know, I would say probably when I'm fighting Peter Pan, and I think my favorite line is, "Peter Pan, no words of mine can express me utter contempt for thee."
You are so good. I love it. And then he laughs afterwards. That is so perfect. We need to figure out how to get tickets to Peter Pan.
Sounds
cool.
good.
All right, thanks for joining us, Max.
Thank you.
I won't grow up. I won't grow up.
Are you ready to fly away to Neverland? I sure am. So, Leanne, how can we get tickets?
Well, you can visit our website at dmplayhouse.com. Give us a call at 515-277-6261, or of course, come here to the Playhouse ticket office.
Great. Now, I know the holidays are approaching. Do you have any ideas for gifts?
Oh, you bet. For the theater lover on your list, we've got gift certificates, we've got season tickets, and we've got Flex 4, which is a wonderful 4 vouchers, can be used for any show. So lots of opportunities.
Sounds great. I'm going to get my tickets to Peter Pan.
All right.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
We're here at this beautiful kitchen remodel by Helland Construction. Now, it's had more than a few surprises, but before we talk about that, Dave, what did the homeowners want to see with this remodel?
Well, their kitchen was dark, it was cramped, it was outdated. So they wanted to solve those problems. The most important part of that was opening up the wall. There was little sections of wall on each side here that divided the eating area from the kitchen, and there was cabinets that hung down over a peninsula. So just by doing that and taking out the drop beam, we really created the illusion of space.
Yeah, and so what else did you do to change the space for them?
Well, we took everything down to the studs, down to the floor, everything was gutted. We removed the window that used to be on the back wall of the kitchen, put the sink in the island, and what that did was give us a lot more wall space to work with to distribute cabinets and appliances.
Now, I love the cabinetry. It's gorgeous. Kind of looks different to me. Is it something that you don't see every day?
Yeah, this is walnut, which, you know, many years ago was very common. It's a Midwest wood, it's a hardwood, it's excellent quality, and it's beautiful, but you just haven't seen it much. And we've done a few kitchens with it, and I just love it.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it really matches this floor really well. Tell me about this floor. It's gorgeous.
The floor is actually white oak, and it is called water popped. So they come in and after it's sanded, you put water on it and it raises the grain and creates a real neat texture. Then it's stained and finished like other floors are, and it creates a very unique look.
Are we looking at a completed kitchen right now?
We are very close. There's still tile on the backsplash that needs to be installed, but they're using it, and other than that, this sucker is done.
Yeah, I would like to use this kitchen. It's so very pretty. Tell me about the process. A family or a homeowner calls you, they want you to come and do a remodel for them. What's that like?
Well, they sit down with me and we first figure out what they don't like about what they have, and then things that they want, and I figure out a direction to go that will achieve those goals. Then I get them in touch with my vendors who I trust, and they work with them on the various selections, and I bring it all together, and then I work with them all the way through the project, start to finish, to make sure that every detail is exactly the way they want it in the end.
And then they end up with a beautiful kitchen like this.
That's right.
So if we have viewers that want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to do that?
They can go to my website at hellandconstruction.com or call me on my mobile.
All right, nice job, Dave.
Thank you.
Remember the old adage, it's better to give than receive? Well, giving back to the community is a deeply held value at Karl Chevrolet. Karl, thank you so much for joining us. You've talked about having this location, and we've seen businesses in this community come and go, but Karl's has been a huge staple. So what do you like about doing business in this community?
Well, the community is a tight-knit little community that takes good care of community members. So I think I'm really lucky to be right here where I'm at. There's a lot of small communities in central Iowa, but there isn't any that I would trade this one for.
Well, I have to say we're lucky to have you in the community, and I know you do not like to talk about this, but you have been very active in the community and giving back and providing opportunity for events and organizations.
If I could stand out there in the corner and yell at everybody as loud as I could, thank you, thank you, thank you, that's really what it's all about, because this community has been so good to me, and I feel like I've been so lucky that there's not much that the community could ask me to do that we wouldn't do.
I know other dealerships, we're talking competitors, send their employees to you to be trained. I mean, you have a huge influence in the field. What do you think sets Karl Chevrolet apart?
One would be the staff we have. If I was to guess, I think I'm probably 80% good, which means I would hire back at least 80% of those people I have working for me.
That's great.
Which is a good number.
You have a helmet back there that I'd like to talk a little bit about. Can we grab that?
Sure. It's signed by Steve Letarte, Dale Jr.'s crew chief, and Dale Jr. himself. So, and this is a helmet just like Dale wears when he races.
That is pretty awesome, and I love the football behind you. Can we grab that?
Sure.
Now this is signed by somebody too.
Brett Favre.
Wow. And how'd you get this?
Well, there's a dealer, a Chevrolet dealer over in Neenah, Wisconsin. He made 5 trips over here. He sent this to me just as a token of his appreciation of allowing him to look at what's going on here.
That's such a huge compliment to you, Carl. You have really given back to the community. You've created a strong business for your family, and you've given opportunity for people here in the Ankeny community too. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to have to ask you, if you have to think about describing yourself in 3 words, what would they be? That's always a tough question, isn't it?
Very competitive man.
I like that.
Whether it's selling cars or racing cars or whatever, I've always been competitive.
Well, we cannot wait to see what the future holds, and I think it's just going to be many more successes. Carl, thank you so much for joining us today, and I look forward to chatting with you again.
Oh, thank you.
Find us online at dsmliving.com to watch this week's episode, see other videos, and check out what's coming up on future shows.
Hi, I'm Ron the Car Guy from Westside Auto Pros. Here's your trivia question of the week. Stay tuned for the answer when we come back.
For nearly 150 years, the YMCA has served Des Moines and Central Iowa. The Y's focus on family and overall health is one of the critical keys to our success, but it goes further than that. Our dedication to the community resonates strongly with our members and staff. It is something we take very seriously. The knowledge and expertise of our staff is key to improving the quality of life of Y members. If you and your family are serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of a healthier you.
As a nurse, I believe in the power of home health care. I have seen how much can be accomplished in the comfort and security of your own home. At Iowa Home Care, we provide excellent medical care in the home, and we do it with love and respect. Who you choose for home health care is your choice. Experience Iowa Home Care, where you're not a number, but a valuable client. For nursing and personal care in your home, choose the kindness and loving care of Iowa Home Care, for the love of home.
From the young to the young at heart, gifts come in all shapes and sizes during the holiday season. Some of the greatest gifts are spending time with family and friends and creating special memories to share for many years to come. So from all of us to all of you, Happy Holidays!
Experience the Des Moines lifestyle at your fingertips. Introducing DSM Living magazine. DSM Living is trendy, local, functional, and available on your iPad. Download DSM Living magazine from the App Store today and enter to win $500. And remember to tune in Sunday mornings at 11 on ABC5.
The correct answer is A. Have car questions that need answers? Call Westside Auto Pros at 225-9090.
Egg Nog is a holiday favorite, and many people don't realize how easy it is to make at home. I'm Caitlin with Fareway and Sensible Health, and I have a great homemade eggnog recipe for you. And this recipe will save 180 calories and 14 grams of fat per serving. So let's get started. I have 1 3/4 cup of Fareway skim milk, and I'm just going to put that in our saucepan. And to that, we're going to add a little bit of lemon zest to give it that bright, fresh flavor. And we're also going to use a vanilla bean. Now, if you can't find a vanilla bean, you can use vanilla extract, about a ½ teaspoon. But if you can find beans, go ahead and just run your knife down it. And we're just going to go ahead and scrape all of those little beans out. And we'll also throw the pod in for some extra flavor. We're going to let this simmer on the stove while we get our other ingredients ready. Okay, we're going to take 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk. And we're going to combine those with 1/3 cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Now this cornstarch is really going to help thicken it up. And we'll just whisk those together, and you're going to look for a really light yellow color. Whisking is really important because we want this to be really airy, light. So once you have these ingredients incorporated, we're going to grab our milk and we're going to mix it with our egg mixture. Now you really want to go slow and keep whisking while you're doing this because we don't want scrambled eggs. And once you have this well incorporated, we're going to put it back in the saucepan and put it back on the stove. Now once you're on the stove, it's really important to keep stirring it. You're gonna keep stirring it until you just notice it start to thicken. So keep your wooden spoon moving in like a figure-8 motion. And this should typically take about 8 minutes. So just when you notice that to thicken, take it off the heat and pour it back in your bowl. And then we're gonna add another 1/4 cup of milk, cold milk, to really stop the cooking process. And then we're gonna place it in an ice bath. So I've just filled a bigger bowl with ice and water just to further stop that cooking process. And you can let it chill in here, and while it's chilling, go ahead and take out your lemon zest and vanilla pod. Now that this is ready to drink, you can serve it either warm or cold, and if you'd like to make it an adult beverage, go ahead and add your favorite spiced rum. I'm just gonna do a quick little garnish with some whipped cream and a sprinkling of nutmeg and a cinnamon stick. For other healthy holiday recipes, visit Fareway.com. Cheers!
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
Welcome to another segment of Ask Ron the Car Guy. Now Ron, I have a great question for you. It's one that all of us wonder. So this one comes from Rachel in Johnston. She writes, "Hey Ron the Car Guy, I love all your funny bumper stickers and car tips on the West Side Facebook page. I remember you posted something once about service engine lights. Mine has been out for about a month and I'm starting to freak out. My Chevy Malibu seems to be running okay, but I'm afraid to take the car in and have the light checked out. Why is the red light on and how can I turn it off?"
You know what, Rachel? We can help you with that. Because when that light comes on, it's indicating something's not right with the car. And if something's not functioning properly on the car, time is of the essence, because to delay it could cost more money as something else could be damaged down the road.
I know, Ron, it just seems like this happens so often, and I don't know if this is something I should really freak out about or not.
Do freak out about it. That light was designed to indicate there's a problem, and you need to have attention at that point.
All right, okay, I will drive my car into Westside Auto Pros, then if the light comes on. You can count on me being here then.
Or any other reputable shop. But what I would suggest is to avoid the parts stores.
Okay.
A lot of parts stores these days will go in and they'll actually use about a $49 tool and they'll pull a code as to the area that the car has failed. It won't tell you what part has failed.
It's not going to be very specific.
Exactly.
So what do you suggest?
What I suggest is take it to a reputable shop that has the tools that are designed to work on your car.
Okay.
We'll actually go in with a $4,000 computer.
We got the big guns here, huh?
Exactly, with lots of buttons, or a laptop. This equipment and the software is designed by the vehicle's manufacturer. It's the same tool that they use at the factory.
Okay.
And that will help us do all the necessary tests and make sure you don't buy a part that your car doesn't need.
All right, well, great, Ron. You know all the answers. And Rachel, that was an awesome question. So if people have more car care questions, what should they do?
Go to www.askronthecarguy.com. You can submit your questions there.
And if we use your questions on the air, Ron will send you a free 4-pack of oil changes from Westside Auto Pros.
No one in Iowa has more fellowship-trained orthopedic specialists than Iowa Ortho. With specialists in 7 areas of expertise, no matter what your aches and pains, Iowa Ortho is ready to help. With services such as MRI, physical therapy, and post-surgical support combined with 17 locations in central Iowa and a walk-in clinic with urgent care for every member of the family, it's no wonder that Iowa Ortho is considered the expert for orthopedic care in Iowa. For the best health care, ask for Iowa Ortho. Visit us at iowaortho.com.
We hear it every day. The Lodge of Ashworth offers the best circle of care in retirement living. Find out for yourself. Schedule your personalized tour today.
Like everyone else, our basement and garage become collection points for stuff we don't know what to do with. It's a good thing we found Restore. Greater Des Moines Habitat for Humanity Restore takes donations of good quality new and used home improvement items and sells them to help fund the new homes that Habitat builds every year in Des Moines. Donate tools, toilets, and appliances in working condition, or leftovers from your home improvement project, even cinder blocks and landscape materials. Stop, drop, and shop at Habitat Restore and help them build homes, community, and hope.
Thousands of people pass by Fountain West Healthcare Center in West Des Moines each day. Why do patients choose to come here? We are experts on providing short-term rehabilitation after surgeries, accidents, and illnesses. Our skilled professionals give hope to those who need physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Patients choose Fountain West because they want to get well and live life to its fullest. If you should need our services, don't let the opportunity pass you by. Choose the rehabilitation services at Fountain West Healthcare Center.
Experience the Des Moines lifestyle at your fingertips. Introducing DSM Living magazine. DSM Living is trendy, local, functional, and available on your iPad. Download DSM Living magazine from the App Store today and enter to win $500. And remember to tune in Sunday mornings at 11 on ABC5.
We're in an Urbandale home built in 1989, talking with Devin Kaufman of Kaufman Construction and, of course, Casey Handyman Service. And Devin, as you know, kitchens and baths are the hardest working rooms in a home. And this homeowner contacted you and asked you to just freshen up the spaces. Tell us exactly what you did.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't take a major remodel to really improve the home. And in this house, the major thing that you notice as you walk in the door is gorgeous new quarter-sawn oak floors, but then we also refreshed all the bathrooms in the house, new fixtures, new countertops, didn't change out cabinets or showers or anything like that, but just the fixtures and finishes were updated, and it just gives the overall house a refreshing, modern look.
It does, and it's nice that you were able to work around the cabinetry that is existing because it still looks very good, and that's a money-saving way to handle this too.
Yeah, and sometimes the cabinetry may not be the latest model, but it's amazing how a new countertop can really bring the overall look up to date.
Beautiful tile floors, new lighting fixtures and plumbing fixtures, and the beautiful quartz countertops have updated the bathrooms. Let's talk about Casey Handyman's role in selection, process, everything like that.
Well, Sharon, as you know, we have Kaufman Construction, and Kaufman Construction leads you through a whole selection process to develop a complete project from start to finish, with incorporating design services and the installation or the construction services. And one of the really nice things about Casey Handyman is you can also use any of those services that you want to, and it's up to you. And in this case, they were struggling a little bit with their final selections of the quartz and the granite and stuff like that. And so we came out and spent an hour with them and helped them narrow down their choices so that they could move forward.
Devin, this has been real educational about Kaufman Construction and Casey Handyman Service because you have two wonderful remodeling companies working together. So if you, as a viewer, have spaces in your home that you want freshened up for the holidays because you have visitors coming, Devin, what should they do?
They can visit either one of our websites at casey-handyman.com or kaufmanconstruction.com.
Okay, the timing is good. Do it now. Thanks a lot, Devin.
Thank you.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
You hear that clunking, that fogging, that it just doesn't seem right sound. Well, you might need a new furnace. So we are here at the Home Depot with expert Bob Oliver of Bob Oliver Heating and Air. Bob, can you tell us about this whole process of getting a furnace here at the Home Depot?
Yeah, it's just as easy when you're out shopping at the Home Depot. We have a good selection of heating and cooling here. And it's as easy as just coming into the store. We actually have a 1-800 number, Home Depot, or you can get online and process a lead.
What are the benefits of getting these things at the Home Depot?
Well, the benefits is you really get a lot of consumer financing that you can't get anywhere else. And they're more compliant than a lot of heating companies that are out there to be competing with.
Bob, tell me about your relationship with the Home Depot.
Well, here at Bob Oliver, we actually partner up with the Home Depot to make sure every install is done perfect for every customer.
It just seems like it's just way too easy. So I need a new furnace, or I hear something going on. I come out to the Home Depot, I tell them at the service counter, and then they have you guys call me?
That's exactly right. Yep.
That's pretty easy.
It is easy, and then we all actually go through the Design Star system to show how we size the equipment and how we go through and make it very economical so you can see all the money you're saving in your total investment. So we're going to put in the address, and then actually we can pull a satellite right over the home. We can see and make sure this is our home, show which facing area it has for the north, south, west. We can actually go through and see a graph on here and then pull in the house's information. We can make sure we have the right square footage that the assessor has. Then we're going to take the type of equipment the person has in their home already that's being replaced so we can find out an efficiency level that we've come from and where we're going to. Once we've had our equipment picked out, then we can come back over and print out a PDF of how much money we're going to save. So now our customer can know that they're saving that much money. Then we can get in and find out, well, what's the system cost? What kind of repairs would have been put towards that? And what kind of tax credits, rebates, or manufacturers' incentives are there to attribute towards the upfront cost? Once we get that, then we know the net system investment. And it really shows you that you're saving money even though you're paying for something. Once we've got all that, we can deliver that to our customer, and then we're able to make a good decision with them. They can sit down and see all the facts that they needed to know to be able to make a good decision in today's economic world.
So it will talk about what the best furnace is for my house.
Correct.
Sounds good. Well, Bob, if people want to get a hold of you, how can they contact you directly?
They can contact us at boboliverheatingandair.com at 277-1696, or just look up your own Home Depot store nearest to your home. You can go on the net or go on the phone.
You guys have just made it so simple. Thanks for that.
All right.
That's our show for today. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful holiday season with your family and friends, and check us out next year. I'm Melanie Hall. Have a great rest of the weekend, and Merry Christmas.
Host apparel by Francesca's, located in Jordan Creek Mall in West Des Moines.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines. If you want to see your company or event on DSM Living, head over to our website and fill out a simple form, or shoot us an email to info@dsmliving.com.
This guy! Let's try to work with that. I'll say something, you say something.
Okay.
All right. And we'll also throw the pod in for some extra flavor.
The 2014 Chevy Silverado is an amazing truck. It gets getter back mileage.
How do you figure that out?
Yeah.
Jordan, Craig, get us a pretzel.
Pretzels are darn good. You ever had one? Because, you got one of those, you can never go back to regular old pretzel.
Dip mine in cheese.
All soft and squishy and bread-like.